No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real, real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercover. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream, look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. I'm dead. Squad. 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 Square one, it's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party, I'm just pouring my. Don't get face there before, so I live it up. When I come, better get them off. That's a floss track, better get them off. I'ma keep eating, it's a dinner rush. I'll let you finish, y'all. Block of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your highness, I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new ways. That's a certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's vows tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight. Then lose your mind. Squad. I'm dead. 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 Squad. Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss, I got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn off. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long. I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! Hold on. What you mean? Woo! And now I'm just a so what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think, compare me to. Adrenaline pumping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. With your common sense. Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a iffy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys, I got boys that knock off your lid. I thought y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her soul. No, I said, what you mean? Whoa, I said, what you mean? Woo! You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag board, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. Rap gods like Cyclops and Ogre. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think Rome still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, some bad bag gon' get it. What you mean?
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Raiders going up against the Titans.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking a field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. He finds an opening past the 40. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards on the ground. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota eluding the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
They'll run here with Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense that's just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he rifles one incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Shift together here from the D-line. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Derek Morgan coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, Murray. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That good for 19 at a first down.
No other way to say it, but it was an off year for DeMarco Murray in Philadelphia, and Chip Kelly's offense didn't really seem to be a fit. But when he went to Tennessee playing for Mike Mularkey, boy, did he fit in a big way.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Mariota now on second down. And this is going to be incomplete. They couldn't hook up with Decker that time, and that'll make it third down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
On third down, Mariota going with a screen for Murray. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The direct snap, Murray. They'll give Henry another shot. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Third and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. DeMarco Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. On the return, here's Dree Archer. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. For these Raiders, as they head out on offense, the arrow, I think you'd agree, certainly pointing straight up this season, coming off their first playoff appearance since way back in Super Bowl 37.
And just think about how they've improved since the time they did draft Derek Carr to be their quarterback. They've gone from 3-13 to 7-9 to 12-4. But it wasn't just Derek Carr. Beefed up the offensive line, added some receivers, and got better and better on defense. Khalil Mack, hard to block in the NFL.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Carr throwing on second down. Looking downfield for Jones. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and the Eagles out in front early. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. From the gun now on third down, Carr. It's caught, Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Carr now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down. It's Robinson, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Fresh set of downs here. Here's the long-awaited return for Marshawn Lynch, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his first ever touchdown in silver and black. And the Raiders are back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Titans get ready to take possession. Franchise which has missed the playoffs 8 straight years there in Nashville. But the arrow, I think it's pointing up. 9 wins last year, 5 of them against playoff teams, which was the most in the NFL.
I think the 9 wins was a surprise, but when you mention 5 against NFL playoff teams in 2016, that really tells you what got accomplished in Tennessee last year. They want to be a tough football team. They want to be a ground-based team on offense. They had to get better on defense.
Touchdown, Titans! DeMarco Murray with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10:20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Dancing to his left. And this one's incomplete. Denard Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. To throw his Carr. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Carr. There's the first NFL catch for East Carolina's Zay Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. First down, Carr. The left side completion to Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They'll run it now with Robinson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Denard Robinson punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On the read option, it's Mariota. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Now a second down run for Murray. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they...
DeMarco Murray, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They're off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Taken from just outside the 30. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A first down throw for Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. Murray. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Murray. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Khalil Mack not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Carry of the game now, Murray. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd down following the incompletion. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. To the races, DeMarco Murray, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 2nd down now after the incompletion. To throw again. Carr caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he is knocked down from the side. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The new Raider, Cordero Patterson, to return it. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They begin the drive with Robinson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Carl Klug in there to get him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. The play clock's running down. Throwing now is Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adoree Jackson with his first NFL pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
DeMarco Murray, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray, 48 yards. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. To throw on second down. Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Britt. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And a great spot to start this drive from here. This is Murray. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Finding room to the 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. DeMarco Murray, 33 yards. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. And the lead will grow by one more. Now here's Suck about to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. To start it out, Robinson. They find some open field here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Time running out here on the play clock. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there. Go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go with Murray again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Mariota. Flushed out right. And able to find Decker. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A toss to Murray. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw, it's Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
The Raiders on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Derek Morgan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. First and goal, defense with their backs against the wall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. DeMarco Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A little juke. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on first down is Carr. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Really a tough stretch for the Raiders to start the season. 3 of their first 4 on the road. They'll be home next week hosting the Jets, but then right back on the road traveling out to Washington. And then they'll play at Denver. Never an easy game in week 4.
What you want to do is turn it into a challenge and tell your team, if we handle this stretch, we'll really be dangerous the rest of the season.
Carr will try it again on second down. And he's got him in. It's the former Titan, Jared Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Carr now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Morgan getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throw on second down. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking deep for Julio. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Julio Jones, 78 yards. And the Raiders are able to eat just a bit into this sizable deficit.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
On third down, Mariota. Flush to his right. And he hits his man, Matthews. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A run, it's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. To throw again. Carr. There he goes inside the 30. And Jones has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And complete right side to Cook. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for two, unsuccessful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They pitch it out to Murray. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's Murray. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Tennessee, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.